This is the one thing you need to do to heal your gut if you want to excel in your career. So, this was just some of the expenses I was facing when I was trying to get my gut health under control because I wasn't focusing on the root cause. I was doing the popular thing that everybody else was doing. So I was on the verge of losing my job because I couldn't perform, and I was getting paid, back in the day around $80,000 a year. So that's like an $80,000 a year loss because just overnight, like something could happen if you don't know what is actually causing. Something could happen and you're in the hospital and then you can't work. And then you got to go on disability and this number gets cut in half if you have really good insurance. I was spending so much time doing gut health research on the wrong things that didn't focus the root cause. I was spending I couldn't get a promotion because I wasn't investing my time in my job and my career skills. Instead, I was investing it into gut health research. Some of you might be juggling a job and school. And a lot of people, they will drop out of school. They won't get that tuition money back. So, that's like $5,000 a semester, especially if you're going for your master's or something like that to excel your career. Are you starting to see how this gut health thing, it's like a ball and a chain, and it needs to be addressed quickly so you can just propel. Like, think about how easy your life would be if you didn't have this monkey on your back. When I was researching how to fix my gut, I was spending at least 20 hours a week. I was getting paid $40 an hour. That's about, $3,000 a month, and it's going to add up to around $30,000 a year. That's time I could have invested back into my career, got another job or something like that, or developed my skills to get that promotion, and it was literally going straight into the toilet. So most of you think it's going to be caused by diet or a messed up gut microbiome or, some cute thing that the holistic community is trying to convince us of. And it's been 10 years and you still aren't better. Maybe it's because it doesn't work. What really caused your gut issues was a traumatic event. Maybe it was in the workplace. Maybe you didn't get that promotion. Maybe a boyfriend or a girlfriend broke up with you. Maybe it was a difficult pregnancy. Maybe it was a difficult selling or buying of property. Maybe it was a health scare with your parents. Maybe a parent passed away or a family member close to you passed away or a friend passed away. What was the stressful event that put your gut into overdrive? And if your immediate reaction is, oh, nothing stressful happened to me, because that was mine, I understand it. It's the subconscious mind not wanting to spend calories processing that trauma. And it goes, nope, the gut has this taken care of. The conscious mind doesn't need to deal with it. And just think, your subconscious mind does 90% of the computations that need to happen throughout the day so that we can just live and not instantly, it's doing a lot. The conscious mind can't do it. It's not built to do that. It's not designed to do that. Step number 1, find the traumatic event. And don't try to focus too much on anything else until that gets completed. And I have a 13-day protocol where I show you step by step everything that I did to find it and then come to peace with it. And you might be in a situation where you find it like, oh, my job just sucks and there's just no way that I can not have this crappy job. Like, I have to have it. Look, so you were in that crappy job probably for a year before your symptoms started. There was a very specific event a year into your job where your subconscious mind decided to put your gut into overdrive to help you overcome the stressful event. Maybe the boss changed, or maybe a project failed. Maybe you got a nasty email or a really nasty phone call from a client or something like that. You see this in movies all the time, where the main character always is like having panic attacks or rage attacks in response to a past traumatic event. Instead, we get diarrhea, where the main characters get panic attacks and rage attacks. We need to find those PTSD triggers. So if you're at work and you're at your computer, and you all of a sudden get the urge to go to the bathroom, you need to go, ooh. You don't go, oh, it was gluten. It was gluten. I know it was gluten. My next door cubicle neighbor ate gluten even though I told him not to. He's so inconsiderate. No, what really happened is maybe you got an email. Maybe you got a phone call. Maybe you got a text message. And it was a subconscious reminder. Maybe you heard your boss's voice. Maybe you heard a door slam. And somehow that relates to the original conflict. And your body, your brain goes, put the guns in overdrive. And you might not even feel a negative emotion. A lot of people think that this is like a psychology thing. Like you need to just not have negative emotions ever. And sometimes that's part of it, but I'm finding more and more with Crohn's and colitis, and especially with people suffering from diarrhea, it's these subconscious PTSD triggers. Find the traumatic event. You can use the PTSD triggers to see how it hints back to that traumatic event. It's a traumatized brain that's linked to the gut. That's literally what it is. And just consciously becoming aware of these PTSD triggers can result, cut your symptoms in half, just finding one or two of them. And it doesn't take any expensive supplements. It's a pretty straightforward process.